You're listening to 90.3 KEXP. This is Audio Oasis. My name is Sharlese, host of the show, and it's now time for a live session with Golden Gardens on KEXP. You're listening to a live session with Golden Gardens on KEXP.
Beckmann.
listener-powered 90.3 KEXP. You're listening to a live session with Golden Gardens. You just heard Carmilla and Ghost of a Total Stranger. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
My first question, this is my first time seeing you guys live, and I've been listening to your music for quite some time. I really, really like it. But are you singing in another language or a made-up language? Because I was reading something about you guys, and it was like, if you don't understand what she's saying, you're missing the point. And I'm not looking for a point. I just wanted to know.
The point is magic. No, we that last song, Carmilla, is in Latin.
Okay.
So that is in another language, but most of our songs are in English or French. We have one that's in French.
Yeah, you have a great way of delivering words. So maybe that's why I was like,
Thank you.
Yeah, she's made up a language.
Yeah,
or a
like
different
me and Elizabeth Fraser. Language.
Awesome. So you guys started working together in Florida. You guys started making music.
I was in Florida at the time. Aubrey was already here. Like we knew each other through like the Tampa, basically the Tampa like
Arts
experimental art scene, and I had just gotten out of a band I had been in for a couple of years, and it was like I wanted to make a complete change and started making this very dreamy Cocteau Twins meets, I don't know, kind of. It was back then. It was more folksy than it is now.
Yeah, back then it was a lot more guitar driven.
Yeah.
Okay, Greg, you were in an industrial project before?
I was in a noise project at one point called Nowhere. I was in a synth pop project called Push Button Press. I was in for a year. I was in a shoegaze band called the Vera Violets. Mm-hmm. Down in Florida. So yeah, I've had a
You've
kind of a
experimented with all the dark realms.
Yes.
Great. Well, this stuff sounds really good. So since you guys have started not living together, but working,
we
living
did
in
live
the same.
together when he first moved
When
here.
I first moved here for 2 months,
It's like the Golden Gardens house.
Okay, but you guys weren't always living in the same city, and you guys had a very interesting way of recording your music. Can you talk a little bit about how you guys did that process before?
Yeah, we still do it almost the same way. It just works
Postal
for us.
Service-y.
Yeah. So Greg, when he was living in Florida, he mentioned online that he wanted to do a dream pop project, and I've never really sung professionally or had a band. Like I've sort of messed around with some like side projects and fun things. I have like a cabaret act with my best friend, but that's totally weird.
Cool.
So it's not really like performance and singing. So he had mentioned that he was looking for someone, and I secretly have always wanted to sing. So I was like, do you mind if I try? Like if I just give it a shot?
Yeah.
And you send me something? I don't know if that's weird. And he said, I'll send you like something I've been working on, and if you want to try to put vocals over it. So we sort of did it that way. And the first song that we did, it's still like one of my favorite songs. Like it came out really well. Mm-hmm. And we just started, he would just send me things. And back then it was a lot more like finished stuff. Yeah. So he would send me something, through like Dropbox or like a downloadable software, and I would work on it and send it back, maybe make like minor adjustments. And like now, even in the same city, we still sort of do that. Like Greg will maybe come up with a guitar part or like a beat.
Yeah.
And then we'll sort of all maybe put like a verse or a chorus, and then we'll just go back and forth until we have it. Like we find, like I like to work like at 2 a.m. in my loft.
And I like solitude when I work. Yeah. So it just kind of. Yeah.
So it's a little more collaborative, but it's still like the same.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was a difference in how you guys create now that you guys are in the same city.
There's more immediate feedback from each other, but it's largely the same process.
Yeah.
We haven't really done anything too
like
different.
It's like a quicker turnaround.
Yeah. It's sort of like one of those things like, well, we're here, but like, do we really want to change what's been working for us for so long? It's like, well, no.
I feel like it would be so weird if we were like in the same room and I'm like, play a guitar part. Okay. Like I like to sort of like dream at night about like while I'm sleeping about what I want to sing about or how I want to do a melody, and like listen to something a bunch before I lay it down.
So does that kind of affect how you guys are when you play live?
I don't think so.
No, not really. I mean, we aside from like working separately, we hang out all the time. So
so you're always together.
This is like the furthest I've ever been away from Greg at a live performance. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, also you guys are you're writing and recording.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah. The 2 EPs last year Why did you guys decide to do 2 EPs and not just one lengthy record?
We were actually just going to do one EP and then do another full length. So we had worked on Narcissus, and it was kind of like we had done How Brave the Hunted Wolves, which was a really intensive creative process. It took a lot of time, and we worked really hard making it like the way we wanted it to sound. So we're like, let's do like a short EP, and we sort of decided to explore like a theme of like infatuation and love and make it just like this little standalone like little treat. And so we worked on that, we got it done, and then we're kind of like, well, what do we want to do next? Do we want to do a single? Do we want to do a full length? And I'm like, I don't really feel like I'm ready to like pour a whole bunch of like blood, sweat, and tears into a new full length. And I kind of felt like the direction we were going on Narcissus was unfinished. So I'm like, let's make like the B-side to Narcissus, like a little darker, maybe like the flip side of like all the bright and sparkly parts of being crushed out on someone. And so I'm like, let's look at all of the depressing, horrible, angry stuff that happens when you break up with somebody. So we decided to do that, and it ended up being Bellflower, and I'm so happy with how they both came out. I think it's like a great new direction for us. We feel like we're writing better songs together, we're growing, we're learning more. And now we've been working on a new full length, which we hope to have done by the end of this year. So we're taking our time, but we've already got like 3 songs done. We just
That's great. Cool. Well, you guys have a couple more songs to perform on the show this evening.
Yes.
Cool. Golden Gardens on Audio Oasis, KEXP.
If this world is wearing thin and you're thinking of escape, I'll go anywhere with you. Just wrap me up in a chain. But if you try to go alone, don't think I'll understand. Stay
Building Gardens on KEXP.